They gear up for this challenge on the road to look at the Cavaliers. These guys mean business. Nightfall in the Windy City with the Willis Tower and the rest of downtown Chicago lighting up the sky. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. And tonight, we'll see the Cleveland Cavaliers as they go up against the Chicago Bulls at United Center. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony as well as Brent Barry. And we'll be catching up a bit from the sideline with David Aldridge. And as things get ready to roll, let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's on the sideline. David?
Hey, Kevin, thank you. The Chicago Bulls revamped their front office. Along with that comes a new coaching staff. Expect an emphasis on passing, pace, and versatile players. The Bulls have talented young players, and as they develop that team IQ, they hope that this team will finally turn the corner. Kevin?
DA, thank you. Taking a look here at some of the numbers for Kevin Love.
And guys, he's regressed a little bit offensively. He hasn't been the same this month as he was earlier in the season. He's lacking the edge that he had, and he needs to change his mindset. Stop sitting back and get into attack mode.
And a look at the starters for the Cavaliers. Garland and Sexton man the backcourt. Kevin Love out there with the Okoro. And it's Allen in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for Chicago, White and Levine team up in the backcourt. Markkanen is out there with Vucevic, and it's Williams at the 3. Tonight, Greg, two teams with a lot of history that know each other very, very well.
And sometimes familiarity breeds contempt, and that goes for the players, coaches, and fans, this one might get heated.
I'm sure you felt that way many times when you play.
Almost every time I took the floor.
Good.
You literally want to dislike your opponent.
Here's Levine. Cavaliers with the rebound. Last game matched up with the Clippers. A tough loss there.
And that was a game to forget. You'd like to find some teachable moments, but I think they'd like to just turn the page and move forward.
Yeah, and quick, like as quick as possible. That was a dismal showing, especially for them at the offensive end.
And well, Garland, the 5th overall pick back in 2019, had a slow start to his career, but around the midway point, he really started to take off.
You wonder, Greg, in that rookie campaign, if that's a bit of somebody realizing the length of an NBA season. And maybe he made a bit of an adjustment in his body. Now in his second year, we can see some of the fruits of his labor in the offseason and him developing. Pretty exciting, the potential of Darius Garland. If he finds an offense that he can operate in and continue to be efficient, he's a guy that's going to keep improving.
And so he makes both from the line.
Now you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
White the pass to Vucevic. He kicks to Williams. And stolen by Love. In transition, here come the Cavaliers. Love with the ball. Garland with the bucket.
Well, Garland, a volume shooter right now from deep. He's capable of getting hot.
On the wing, Levine. Looking to end the run. He lays it in.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Now, here's Okoro. 11 points for him in that last game against the Clippers in Los Angeles.
That's a tough rebound if you don't have the length that he does, so the size paying off.
Williams kicks to White. Back to Williams. 5 on the clock. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Inside, here's Sexton, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Sexton more and more in control and trying to deal with the aggressive defense so far in this game. And the Cavs really took a long look at Colin Sexton last year as a playmaker, and it seems like he's moving more and more into that role of being a microwave scorer.
Free throw good, Sexton. And Brent, the numbers for Sexton back that up. He's a great scorer, as we know, but his assist totals are low.
And this is why I think, Kevin, there's a lot of consideration where Sexton might move naturally into that guy that comes off the bench and creates disruption with his offensive output. Feels like a lot of Lou Williams type of moments could be ahead for a player like Colin Sexton.
How about that mobile one block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
Markkanen finds Levine. Outside Williams. Just 5 on the clock. And it's Levine that time on the assist by Williams. Levine's got 5 points so far.
And you got to run Levine off that line. He's a legitimate threat to do damage from deep.
Here's Sexton. They grab their own miss. What a jam!
Wow.
Fans loving that right there.
What a jam!
Nice.
How about Kevin Love taking it out on the rim a little bit there?
White looking around. Levine passes to Vucevic. And the shot goes in.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Love outside. Outside, Sexton. Allen outside. And there's the pass to Okoro. Over Williams. Markkanen pulls it in.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
Now Sexton. After the missed 3 from Vucevic, and that one drops.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Markkanen kicks to Levine. Over in the corner, Williams. And and then jammed down. He goes right over Colin Sexton.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Oh, look at him punish that rim. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And that one falls for Williams. You know, at this point of the year, what's the main thing Brent, a head coach, has to do to keep his team focused for the second half of the season?
I think at this point, the foundation that you've laid should be there. So now what you try to do is schematically, maybe you go through some different defensive coverages. You try some different combinations of players to make sure that guys can make that adaptability quick enough that if that becomes part of a playoff scheme, you're ready for it. Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Yeah, one player sometimes can drag down your offense, and he seems to be an anchor here in this quarter. Many times you don't like that shot selection, but sometimes when you're just feeling it in transition, when no one's on you, great shot there.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago.
And doesn't like how things are going right now.
The timeout before the timeout here, maybe just to cut off the momentum and have a chit-chat with the team to settle down.
A moment here now to see the numbers for Okoro. How's this season turning out for him? He's putting up 13 points a game, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists. And very few players in the league can go out and produce like he has. Just a great stretch for him.
He keeps playing like this, and you know in arenas, especially at home, when a star player is playing this well, those MVP chants come raining down.
In a natural score, Levine is content to try his luck from just about anywhere on the court.
Sexton dishes to Okoro. Pass to Garland. And another three for Cleveland.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Outside, White. Levine against Sexton. From downtown, and Zach Levine hits from deep. Levine's got 10.
This is a one-man show right now. He's on a mission to get him out of this hole.
To the middle, here's Love. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Takes a three. The shot missing. And Cleveland the other way now. There's Garland. The offensive rebound.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
Vucevic with the bucket.
So far, both teams scorching the nets. You gotta love it.
Yeah, made for TV game here. Pace is great. Scoring is coming in bunches. And both of the teams feeling confident right now.
And here's Love from the arc. And it's Allen with the jam.
A superb offensive rebounder. Allen's long arms and feel for how to get positioning helps big time.
Levine finds White. Here's Vucevic. Cavaliers with the rebound. And Sexton has it in the corner. From outside the arc. No good that time. And the Bulls going the other way now. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
Yeah, let's give a shout out to their defense in that one. The intensity, the shot blocking, just a dominant performance.
Yeah, last game was pretty impressive stuff on that end of the floor, just getting up near shooters and blocking as many shots as they did. He's so good at getting to the rim, maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in. Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll.
Love outside. Now here's Okoro. He's covered closely. Stolen by Markkanen. Out of bounds, Cleveland takes possession. And here's a rundown of the rookies already having a huge impact in their first season. These are the NBA's rookie scoring leaders. In the third spot, Isaac Okoro.
Well, coming in, you wondered how his talent would translate at this level in terms of scoring. And I've got to say, apparently, it's translating pretty well.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Daniel Tice is checked in for Vucevic. Mo Wagner comes in for Markkanen. Al-Farouq Aminu, he's checked in for Williams. And Satoransky is subbed in for Kobe White. And then for Cleveland, Hartenstein, he's checked in for Allen. Thon Maker comes in for Kevin Love. And it's Cedi Osman in for Garland.
Yeah, off to a strong start here early. 6 points off second chance buckets.
And here's Levine, coming off a stellar performance against Boston. That shot wide open.
Yeah, and with improving court awareness, Levine continues to tap into his limitless potential when making plays.
Now, here's Sexton. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against the Clippers.
His passing, another high point in that game. He made sure it wasn't all about him. He wanted to get his teammates involved.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
The shot by Satoransky, no good. The Cavaliers leading by 5. Now, here's Okoro. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game. Aminu, no one around him. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
And this is where he can hurt you most offensively. Aminu's well schooled in the catch and shoot game.
Osman, the pass to Sexton. Back to Osman. Lets it go. The good-looking shot from the wing. Osman's got his second bucket of the night. And here's Levine, who brings it up for the Bulls. Trailing by 5. Levine double team. And Satoransky wide open. He fires. That's good. And it's Levine with the assist.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Okoro kicks to Sexton.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. Here's Satoransky. That shot no good.
And pulled out all the stops to fight his way inside, but the D just was not giving in.
And here are the Bulls now. They're on a 15-6 run. Now, here's Wagner. He's tightly guarded. He nails it, and we're tied up.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Outside, Sexton. Here's Hartenstein, and there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
Such a big part of what he does for this team. Just work and work on the boards, generate second chance opportunities, and hopefully convert.
Now, here's Tice. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Is on Colin Sexton. The Bulls shooting their second and third free throws tonight. That's good from Tice. A different look now for Cleveland. Alfonso McKinney comes in for Cedi Osman. And it's Garland in for Colin Sexton. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And so it's Cleveland with it. Pass to Maker. Here's Hartenstein. And Thomas Satoransky gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. For Cleveland, they have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any.
What's up?
Free throw good. Garland. Now, here's Okoro, guarded by Levine. Takes it from 10. Okoro shot is off.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Levine with it, guarded now by Okoro. Here's Satoransky. And trying for the go-ahead basket, it doesn't go in. The deep three from Levine. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And recently, we chatted with Zach LaVine about the team, and he pointed out what he sees as an advantage. Greg trying to turn their youthful exuberance into a weapon.
I like that he's focused on increasing their level of activity because it's something within their control.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And from what you guys have seen so far from Cleveland, what's your take?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Working the offensive glass that sometimes comes from predictable shots from your offense, and they've been opportunistic here.
Satoransky runs the point with Levine at the 2. Al Farouk Amino is out there with Mo Wagner. And it's Tice in at the 5 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Now Tice, after Thon Maker missed from long range.
Amino has some all-around abilities, and I like to see him get going on offense.
Cleveland's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Okoro kicks to Maker. Here's McKinney, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, good to hear from you. Now, Zach LaVine has become a star, but he knows there's still work to be done. He said, I'm stepping into a leadership role, asking more of myself and giving more each year. You've got to look at your faults. I have to continue to improve my defense. I want to help us make the playoffs. My next step as a player is winning. Guys, back to you.
Great attitude. David, thank you. They get it back.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness.
Well, it's been a few years that defenses have challenged Aminu to take that shot. They may think twice tonight after seeing that.
Okoro passes to Hartenstein. So the wing on the left. Okoro kicks to Garland. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Bulls have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Here's Levine. It's hauled in by McKinney.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Chicago calls timeout. Greg, you're the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters. But ultimately, your teammates got to feel like you played for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No, that is not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve into it.
Markkanen throws it down.
And remember, at 7 feet tall, Markkanen is tough to keep off the board, solid at tracking down misses on that offensive glass.
Allen finds Love. No good from outside. And here's White. He'll bring it up for Chicago. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. Pass to Vucevic. Shoots over Garland. And it's Vucevic. That time on the assist by White. Vucevic has got the lead up to 4 now for the Bulls. Garland, the pass to Allen. Stolen by Markkanen. In transition, here come the Bulls. Vucevic with the bucket. Vucevic has got 10.
And you have to reward the big man there. Vucevic, nice job of filling the lane in transition for the finish.
To the inside, Garland uses the glass to finish the layup.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Markkanen kicks to Levine. Back to Markkanen. White, wide open. He fired. Good on the three-point shot. White's got himself on the board with 3 there.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Garland dishes to Love. To the paint. And the dunk by Love.
Well, if Kevin Love gets that deep and has that kind of room, he's going to make sure of it with the jam.
Chicago leading by 5. Levine deciding where to go with it. Outside, Markkanen. Outside, Williams. From deep three-point range. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Allen's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
And Jared Allen, the big man out of Texas, a big part of his impact is how well he moves as a center. Very long and covers a ton of ground on both ends.
It's his second foul, but not the end of the world. One more before halftime, though. That would change some things.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Osman comes in for Alfonso McKinney. And it's Sexton in for Okoro. Allen inside. Vucevic defending. Allen's shot is off. And with Allen, the amount of floor he can cover with a few steps is staggering.
And Kevin, it lets him take away chances and opportunities on D. On the other end, one step to the hoop and he's completely relocated as a target. One of the best moving bigs in our league.
Now here's White. He picked up 15 points in their last win against the Celtics in Boston.
And guys, in addition to that scoring, he was absolutely tenacious on the defensive end. A complete two-way game for him. Finished with 3 steals, I think, and that was a difference maker.
Timeout called, Cleveland.
And as things present themselves throughout a game, teams have to adapt on the fly.
And timeouts are a wonderful opportunity to just settle in and recollect the thoughts of your entire team. Not just the guys playing, but the entire team.
And now a moment to check out the leaders in the All-Star voting. Balloting underway.
And this is really a fun time of year. You're starting to see which players are going to be in the running to make the All-Star team.
You look at Levine. He's there in the top 10 in the Eastern Conference voting. The fans have really gotten behind him.
And that's the way it should be. Kevin, you could make a case that he should be a starter, but there's just so many great players in the East. Just being in the top 10 shows how much respect the fans have for him.
And it's going to be an exciting showcase. We'll keep you updated with the results each day during the voting. Now, here's Garland. 14 points for him. Allen outside. There's the pass to Sexton. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Sexton's got 11.
Well, Sexton feeling it right now, being assertive and getting to the spots on the floor that he wants to operate.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. And so it's Cleveland with it, after Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago. Here's Sexton, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Got to be cautious around Sexton. He's very good at seeking out contact, and did it there.
He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good, Sexton. Teams have dynasties. The 90s, Michael Jordan. We've seen it over the many decades. Over the next decade, though, who do you think's going to lead the pack there, Greg?
Ooh, that's a great question. You know, with the way Father Time is treating LeBron, you might have to wait and see, because he is still playing at such a high level. But, you know, obviously Giannis has got to be on the short list with the Bucks. For me, I really look at Luka in Dallas. I just feel like with Kristaps Porzingis, that duo could just be deadly with how the game is played. But don't sleep on the Celtics with Tatum and Brown and that group that they have, with the front office they have. Man, I think the league overall is going to be in great shape moving forward.
It sure seems that way. And Darius Garland picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And so it's Williams who brings it up for Chicago. 6-point lead. They host the Kings after this game. They'll find themselves in the middle of this string of 3 straight at home. Markkanen can't get it to go.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
The Bulls leading by 6. And Vucevic kicks to Williams. White the pass to Markkanen. And it's off from 3-point range. And the Cavaliers pushing it up now. Here's Osman. Banked in off the glass. Osman's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Textbook feed from Allen, a big man who helps facilitate the offense.
Levine finds Vucevic. Here's the 3. And Zach LaVine hits from deep. Levine's got the lead up to 7 now for the Bulls.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
Now Markkanen after Colin Sexton's 3-pointer that didn't go. And it's White missing. Now here's Garland. Defense right on him. Nobody near Allen. That 3 off the mark. The Bulls leading by 7. Right side Markkanen. Here's White. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Allen's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. And it's Osman missing. Well, the Bulls shooting 48% on their attempts here in quarter number 2. And it's Levine that time on the assist by Markkanen. Markkanen's got 3 assists in the game. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate. with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Chicago making a switch here. Wagner's checked in. Osman off target from three-point range.
He's lost it in this quarter.
Oh,
and there's a reason Levine was a back-to-back champ at the slam dunk contest. He doesn't waste an opportunity to put on a show.
now here's Garland. He's got 14. Passes to Hartenstein. And here is Maker. Stolen by Markkanen. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Markkanen's got the ball. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Markkanen's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Keep on running if it's working. They haven't been slowed up at all here on their fast break.
And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And if you really want to make things hard on yourselves, this is exactly how you do it. Turnovers on back-to-back trips down the floor.
Daniel Tice is checked in for the Bulls. Satoransky comes in for Levine. Here's Tice. Rebounded by Maker. Maker's got his 5th rebound in this one. And just miss after miss right now.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling. Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Stolen by Satoransky. And again, Chicago running the court in transition. Had the space there, but it's offline. The Cavaliers trail by 15.
Looking more comfortable as time moves on. I think his middle name is Play. That would be Thon Playmaker.
White dishes to Markkanen. Satoransky up top. Defended by Sexton.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Maker passes to Garland. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
Now, Garland started the game at 6'1", but the way he's playing now, he's got to be feeling 7 feet tall.
Here's Satoransky. Nice D from Sexton.
It's not his best night from the field, but looking for other ways and finding them so he can chip in.
Chicago leading by 11. Tice kicks to Satoransky. Pass to Markkanen. 4 seconds left. And Maker sends it back.
Well, the positioning of Thon Maker is going to help him be a much more dependable shot blocker.
And so it's Zach LaVine making things happen for Chicago. He is seeing the court so well today. He set a new season high for himself in assists. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It was a closely contested first quarter for Chicago. Some good action during the period, as it was just a 1-point game at the end of one. They're in a terrific position now thanks to their flawless execution in the second quarter. Some excellent work offensively now has them up 11 at the break. And Shaq, what did you see out there from the Bulls?
You have to love how they're using their heads tonight. Good ball movement, smart shots. Look, it's been a disciplined performance. The coaching staff has to be thrilled.
Kenny, let's get your insight on Cleveland.
Their inaccuracy from behind the arc was brutal. Shot selection, I didn't see any. The perimeter offense they're running, you could scrap that. They need to get back to the basics. Pound it inside, more pick and roll. Try to pick up some easy buckets in transition.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You look at Zach LaVine, he's really been playing well.
You know, I don't think he'll top the assist charts this year, but early on he's done a great job of keeping the ball hopping around.
Now, you can get into a passing rhythm, and so far all of his have been on point.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, Garland and Sexton man the backcourt. Jared Allen is out there with Kevin Love, and it's Okoro in at the small forward position.
Sexton getting right through the defense and putting that speed to work.
Lets it fly from 18. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Here we go, one-on-one for three. That falls. Great assist by Love. Sexton's got 18 points in the game.
And the defense scattered all over the place on the break. Nice job finding the wide open three.
And for years now, GA, Kevin Love, one of the better outside shooting big men in the game. He can really light it up.
I tell you, when Love gets it going, he is hard to slow down. Great on the catch and shoot. Hard to believe it wasn't a large part of his game until he was established in the NBA.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, the Bulls have a new front office, branching out from the Nuggets Brain Trust with new team president. Given Denver's success identifying and developing young talent with a win percentage that's climbed year after year, there is at least some optimism that the Bulls will be able to build a similar and sustainable winning program. Guys?
Wouldn't that be a story? Thank you, David. LaVine against Sexton. In the corner, Okoro with it. Back to Sexton. 6 on the shot clock. And the Cavaliers getting another bucket right there.
Well, great start. Check that box. They've made their first 4 shots, guys, and the offense looking very fluid right now.
Here's White. Allen with the rebound. Allen's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. The wide open look here for Garland. Another 3 for Cleveland.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
Sexton against LaVine. Down low, White. Yes, and the foul. Darius Garland picks one up.
Yeah, attacking the interior is something White does well. He's crafty, and he makes good adjustments against the defense.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Vucevic, he's checked in for Daniel Tice.
What's up?
Greg, did you know when you were playing that you'd eventually want to call games, be in the broadcast table?
Kevin, no idea. I didn't have any clue, and quite honestly, didn't really think that there was a career that one could have in terms of broadcasting, you know, because cable was just kind of coming on as I was retiring. You didn't have your own network and the things that we take for granted now. So looking back on it, no, but boy, am I glad I did.
I am glad you did too. You probably don't remember this. Doc Rivers and I were doing a game. You came over to say hi to the two of us, went back out on the floor. Doc nudges me and said he'll be great in TV someday. We saw it then.
He's a good mind, and man knows what he's talking about. Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Allen outside. Sexton against LaVine. To stop the run. The shot by Sexton, no good.
The right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Yeah, the three-pointer has not been his weapon in this one. He had 1 in the first quarter and still 0 here in the second.
Got a piece of it. bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And now another look at that mobile one block defensive performance.
And when you're behind in the game, that's what you've got to do. Contest every shot.
And it's the Bulls with the ball. And so White will bring it up for the Bulls. Dishes to Levine, kicks to Williams. A three-pointer, no good.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
Left side, Sexton. Vucevic with the block.
Well timed by Vucevic. Not a center who piles up blocks, but this guy picks his spots. And his whole career, Kevin Love, a fantastic passer at that position. Great vision for a big man.
You think about it, Greg, he's one of those players who you're kind of watching throughout the course of any game, and you're hoping for that kind of highlight. I mean, that's rarefied air. If it's not a dunk, but we're waiting for a Kevin Love outlet pass, that tells you it's special.
That's good from Love.
You think about post players in the league with who you can run an offense through, and because of Kevin Love's incredible passing ability and vision, he might be at the top of the list as somebody you could play through.
Mo Wagner's checked in for the Bulls. Alfonso McKinney's checked in for Cleveland. Both free throws good from Kevin Love. Chicago leading by 8. Levine wide open. Drops in the tray. Levine's got 27.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
And the Cavaliers call time here. Game continues to evolve, Greg. Any changes in particular that you do not like?
That's a great question. You know, I'd like to see the replay review streamlined a little bit better. I wouldn't mind a touch more physicality being allowed in the game, but as much as we tend to complain, the one thing I have learned is if you're honest, you go back, we always complain. I don't care what the era is. Nobody's ever truly happy, and I'm not going to spend all my time worrying about that stuff, partner. I'm just going to enjoy the game that we are all so fortunate enough to be able to watch.
Totally agree. Drains it from beyond the arc. Levine's got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Bulls. The Cavaliers trail by 14. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
I think Thon Maker knows this. He's got to continue to work on his body, build some muscle mass. Finishes like this will be more effective and happen more often.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Satoransky's checked in for Chicago. And the Bulls with possession. They're on a 13-5 run. Williams finds Satoransky. It doesn't go for him. Cavaliers go the other way with it.
They've been the better rebounding team by a healthy margin, but it hasn't been enough.
The Bulls leading by 11. For 3, Levine. The shot's good on the assist by Satoransky. And that's now 33 points for Zach LaVine. Cleveland's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Sexton the pass to Okoro. Maker, no one around him, and he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Now Chicago has gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. Williams' shot is off. The Cavaliers trail by 14. Allen passes to Maker. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Maker's got 7 points in the game.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Pass to Vucevic. Outside Williams. Here's Wagner. No good with the triple. For Cleveland, they've gotten half their shots to drop in the second half up to this point, going 7 of 14. Okoro dishes to Sexton. Second shot opportunity, and he lays it up and in. Sexton's got 22.
Don't want to see athleticism wasted just on offense as Sexton uses it that time to get an offensive board.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. Cavaliers making a switch here. Osman's checked in. And this gives us a moment now to show you the rookies with the highest shooting percentage over the past 10 games. And Zosetoransky will bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Here's Vucevic, and slam dunk by Vucevic.
And using every bit of that large frame for the exclamation point, Vucevic, a force around the rim.
The pass to Maker. Fires the three. The basket good off the assist from Sexton. Sexton's got 6 assists now in the game. Passes it to Vucevic. He dishes it to Levine. Over to the left wing. And that one's good. Wagner. Wagner's got 7 points.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
The Cavaliers trail by 12. Here's Sexton, and Sexton slams it in.
Toughness there shown by Colin Sexton, no stranger to having to outmuscle the defense from time to time.
He is 3 for 3 from the free throw line. Hartenstein, he's checked in for the Cavaliers.
Even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Chicago leading by 9. On the wing, Levine. Levine double team. Now Wagner, 7 points in the game. Shot clock at 6. Vucevic down low. Got it. Nice one there from Levine.
So aggressive once he gets high. Love how Levine stays after it when he gets it going.
Here's Osman. He's guarded by Williams. From deep. Maker misses. Chicago's gone downtown a lot since halftime. They've missed 5 of their 9 attempts out there. Levine can't hit. The Cavaliers trail by 11. Here's Osman. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. And the first one drops. So he gets them both. Vucevic with it. 14 points for him. He kicks it to Levine. So it's Chicago now. 9-point game. And here is Williams. 11 points in the game. Drains the three-pointer.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Sexton for three. Drills the three-pointer. Sexton's got 15 points here in the second half. Outside, Levine. Nobody near Williams. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. And the Bulls lead by 12.
And Levine knows how to use the spacing on the floor to his advantage, whether it's attacking the basket himself or setting up a teammate.
Pass to Hartenstein. Vucevic with the block. On the wing, Williams. Pass to Satoransky. On deep. Rebounded by Maker.
I'm honestly not sure what that was about. Maybe a protest against his coach?
So you're saying that he's out there right now protesting in some form or fashion?
Williams for three. Buries the long-range jumper. Williams has got 17.
And the defense scattered all over the place on the break. Nice job finding the wide-open three.
The pass to Hartenstein. Outside, Sexton. Here's Osman. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Left side, Levine. Takes the three. That one misses.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those. It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
Well, he doesn't look satisfied with the lead right now. He wants more, and he looks like he's going to get it.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Sexton. Vucevic with the block.
And really the smart thing would be to hold for the last shot.
Every second right now is valuable to you. That should be their strategy.
Here's Osman. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on Vucevic. This is his second trip to the free throw line.
And they have really leaned on his free throw shooting at times this season. He's been there for them, too, with 88% from the line.
First free throw is good. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. 6 seconds left in the third. And Levine launches it from deep. It's off. And so it's Chicago, riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've got a big advantage in the turnover stats because of their intense defense. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Let's take a listen to a recent huddle from Coach Billy Donovan.
Exert yourself by being disciplined and focused on the right stuff. All right, good job. Oh, go.
Words of praise from Billy Donovan asking them to stay locked in, make good choices.
Yeah, and when all 5 of these guys are on the same page, great things tend to happen. So let's see if that continues.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. White and Levine team up in the backcourt. Mo Wagner out there with Williams. And it's Tice in at center. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago.
Really surprising to see the huge edge they have in rebounds, given what the scoreboard says.
Alfonso McKinney's checked in for Jetty Osman. McKinney passes to Sexton. Here's McKinney. Just 5 to shoot. Love wide open. He fires. Hands it from downtown.
Stretch fours, that's Kevin Love right there. Terrific range and a great quick trigger on that one.
White the pass to Levine. Now here's Williams. Tight defense on him. That miss puts him at 53% shooting tonight. 8 for 15. McKinney kicks to Garland. Here's McKinney. Passes it to Love. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Levine.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
And the Bulls making a change here. Markkanen's checked in. Just 4 to shoot. Garland had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. And so Levine will bring it up now for Chicago. 17 points was their biggest margin.
Defensively, you can't afford to give him that kind of look, especially down this many points.
Teachable moment there. Lapses like this are backbreakers.
To the left side wing. Open shot. Love. The basket good off the assist from Sexton. Sexton's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Outside, Markkanen. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the 4th. Levine double team. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Chicago with the ball. Markkanen dishes to Levine. 6 to shoot. Williams gets the bucket.
Sweet to be a difference maker in the game, and he's been a great option for them on these possessions.
Pass to Love. Shoots over Markkanen. It's deflected.
And blocking shots mostly about will and desire. Markkanen showing he has it on that one. And that's a terrific sequence at both ends there. There was the block shot, then the run out, and nice finish on the break.
Pass to Hartenstein. To the inside. Stolen by Markkanen. And here we go. Fast break. Levine's got it. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And one of the strengths of Levine's game, that ability to lure the D into fouls. Get into the wrong position, and he'll make you pay.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
And in flashes, Levine has shown he can be a star. Now, he has to put it all together on a consistent basis.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Allen's checked in for Hartenstein. And it's Okoro in for Alfonso McKinney. And so Levine nails both of them. The Cavaliers trail by 19. And just about 3 minutes through the 4th quarter here. And here's Love from the arc. Rebound by the Bulls. Tice has got his 7th rebound here tonight. And there's the bucket from Markkanen.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, some of these nights you got to enjoy yourself. Not too much at the expense of the other team, but right now this team is balling. Well, the rest of the team has looked pretty bad tonight, but he's done a fantastic job of scoring the ball and carrying the load on offense.
Tice passes to Levine. Chicago with a new 14. And Markkanen throws it down.
And how about the hops there by Markkanen? He knows not many guys can block that shot. Good at getting that deep post position.
Allen passes to Love. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Tice. For the finish. And Markkanen throws it down.
You got to reward the big fella when he runs like that. Markkanen looking determined to score in transition.
Cavaliers have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the 4th. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Garland kicks to Love. They double team Love. Allen for 3. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Levine's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Well, you hear about the extinction of great NBA big men. Do you see it that way? And if so, Greg, is the game that has changed, or perhaps a dip in the talent at that position that has changed?
You know, you think back to the likes of Russell, Wilt, Kareem, and Hakeem, and Robinson, and Shaq. Some would say, well, we just got lucky. But in a lot of ways, we still have the dominance of the big man. They just play more outside of the paint, right? You know, Giannis. Yep. You look at what he can do. Anthony Davis and the way he plays the game. I mean, LeBron, in essence, is a big man. I mean, you still can dominate the game as a big. It's just that you now can actually, in some respects, have more impact because you're involved in more facets of the game.
Both good from the line that time.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Levine against Sexton. It's rebounded by Tice. Tice has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. And it's sent back by Allen.
And how about, and with that great length and awareness, Allen continues to build his reputation as a shot blocker.
That's good from Okoro. A lot of big decisions have fallen on Adam Silver's shoulders, the commissioner of the NBA. And Greg, I think you and I agree, by all accounts, he has succeeded with flying colors. I mean, wouldn't you agree?
No doubt about it. I mean, I don't know that you could have had a better person for the times. Adam Silver is to be commended, but I think also appreciated, not just from the players and the owners, but I think our fans should also appreciate who he is as a person. I've often said that commissioners typically work for the owners. He's the one commissioner, no matter the sport, that I've always felt like was a partner of the players as well.
Bangs home the trifecta. Markkanen's got 9 points here in the second half.
He was sitting back a little bit there in the first half, but feels like showtime now, and he's ready to put some major points up on the board.
Elvedova, the pass to Windler. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And a chance now to take a look at the schedule for the Chicago Bulls. On Tuesday, they'll be facing Hassan Whiteside and the Sacramento Kings. Then on Wednesday, they'll go up against Bradley Beal and the Washington Wizards.
And that matchup against the Hornets, this is one where it would take a complete meltdown for them not to come away with the win. Anything can happen, but I'd be shocked if they don't come out on top.
And he makes the first. Greg, we're seeing the game evolve. We're seeing more and more big men displaying perimeter skills. Do you like that, or is there a part of you that misses those days when it all played out inside the lane in a very condensed area?
Listen, Kev, I think the game has kind of evolved on from the impact that the bigs had on the interior, but not the impact that they're having on the game. The reality is the game just doesn't stand still. And now as a big, you've got to have far more versatility. You got to be able to play in space. And as a fan, I just find the game to be more appealing to watch with the freedom of movement, the flow, and more of the skill set being put on display.
I agree. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Vucevic checked in for Young. Williams comes in for Al-Farouq Aminu. Levine's checked in for Brown. And it's Kobe White in for Garrett Temple. Okoro wide open. He fires. And he's good on the 3-ball. Okoro's got 5 points now in the quarter. Now here's White. 14 feet away. Rebounded by Maker. Maker's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Hartenstein. Here's Okoro. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That's good from Okoro. Greg, the NBA under Adam Silver has been aggressive, looking for ways to enhance the product and attract fans. Where do you fall on that point? Push the envelope, or don't rock the boat, or maybe somewhere in between?
I think it might be somewhere in between. These days, people's attentions can be pulled in so many different directions. I think they're smart to not rest on their laurels and to continue to try to evolve. But with that evolution, sometimes it's not going to come over as well as they would like. But I'm a fan of some of the experiments, I should say, that we've tried thus far. And I hope the league continues to push the envelope.
That's a good thought. The Cavaliers trail by 19. The pass to Hartenstein. Kicks it to Garland. To the middle. Stolen by Levine. Here's White. It's deflected.
How about Sexton getting in there? Great timing from the guard.
Here's Okoro. And it's Chicago with the rebound. It's up a three. White, good.
Well, that equals his three-point total from the first half. He had one before the break, and that's his first three of this half.
Passes it to Okoro. Sexton against Levine. Vucevic with the block. Now Levine. The dish to White. Here's Vucevic, and the Bulls another three.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
Pass to Maker. Garland with it. White covering, and he comes up with the deuce. Garland's got 21 in the game.
Well, Garland's able to work around the defense that time. Pretty agile from the small guard.
It's White on the wing. He doesn't hit that one, and Cleveland will come the other way.
Frozen. Guy is just ice cold, unable to contribute offensively.
A nice shot by Okoro.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
And White kicks to Levine. Nice D from Sexton. The Cavaliers trail by 20. Maker dishes to Sexton. Vucevic with the block. Maker with the ball. And last season we saw the NBA All-Star Game introduce a target scorer, Greg, to end the game and instead of running out the clock. Did you like that, and would you widen its use?
No question it's being looked at maybe for overtimes or tournament games. You know, Adam not shy about exploring new ideas. And I got to be honest, going into the All-Star game, I wasn't a fan of the proposed changes.
Me too.
But once you saw it all play out, I have to say I was entertained. And I applaud the commissioner and the players in the league for buying in. And I think the fan experience was made all the more better.
Good point.
Well, this is the one guy you did not want to see get started. He started.
Chicago calls timeout.
Giving up a run here, can they turn it around?
Hard to say right now. At this point, I've seen the coaches run through 2 or 3 iterations of defense. Is there a fourth? I'm not sure.
And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Zach LaVine.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
Coming into this game, he'd been having a tough stretch. We all know that, but not anymore. He's back at his best, and I think it's safe to say that slump is over. Now, here's Valentine, defended by Sexton. And here is Valentine. Shot clock at 5. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. And again, Chicago, no good. Cleveland with the ball. They're on a 14-6 run. It's White on the wing. Back to Valentine. Pass to Young. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Brown kicks to White. The shot's good. Brown making the play. White's got 11 points here in just the second half.
An assertive offensive player. White knows he has the green light to rise and fire.
There's Garland. Second chance shot. Rejected by Young.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Chicago.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And this will be a big win for them. Lucky win number 13 now in the bag.
And with this win now, we're all square, 1-1. 2 more games yet to come in what's proving to be a very competitive season series.
And something we've come to almost expect is greatness from this guy. Such an overall great performance it was for Zach LaVine.
So sharp on the passing tonight. You know, guys can get into a rhythm that way too.
Some changes for Chicago. Markkanen, he's checked in for Young. Williams comes in for Troy Brown. And LaVine subbed in for Valentine. .50 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And so White will bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. They have a 19-point lead. He kicks it to LaVine. Now the pass to Williams. The three. White, good.
This arena was rocking throughout the night. You could really feel the energy.
Yeah, huge motivation, always great for a young team, but veteran players also appreciate when fans come with that kind of energy and get into the spirit of the game.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Outside, White. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge. All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
So hit up those agendas because there is no time to waste as you work your way to Season 8's Level 40 reward, Dark Matter Invincible Luka Doncic. The Slovenian superstar can do it all. So whether your team needs more shooting, rebounding, or passing, this is the card for you.
Start your Trial of Champions path to Level 40 Luka right now, and we'll see you next time.
Well, things are rough.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, like, the floor is actually lava rough.
I can't, bro.
But you're
The commute in full swing as we get set for basketball here in the San Francisco Bay Area. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by the talented analyst tandem of Greg Anthony and Chris Webber. David Aldridge is on our sideline. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for him.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
And David Aldridge is standing by for our pregame report. David, good evening. Indeed, something special, David. Thanks. We should see a lot of three-point attempts tonight. You played with some of the great shooters in your career, Chris. How would some of them fare in this three-point era?
Oh, man, I mean, you talk about it. Peja Stojakovic won the three-point championship. Chris Mullin, he was an awesome three-point shooter. My man Bobby Jackson, he would let it fly. Tracy Murray, oh my goodness. Tim Legler, they would let it fly. So I was blessed to play with some great three. Point shooters. What's up, fellas? I'd pick any of them in a three-point contest.
Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Hardaway and Porzingis in at the forward slot. Doncic out there with J.J. Redick, and it's Marjanovic in at the 5. And for the Warriors, Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Oubre out there with Draymond Green, and it's Wiseman in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And so it's the Warriors getting on the board first. And it's Doncic missing. And the pass to Curry. The shot that time, not on target. Nice D from Doncic. Hardaway, that's a two-pointer. Buries the jumper to finish the break.
He doesn't play around. If the buck is there for him, he's going to get it.
Curry passes to Wiseman. A three-pointer off the mark. The Mavericks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Marjanovic, the Warriors pull it in.
Oh, I thought that one was going to go down. The mid-range jumpers, oh, man, that's usually a bunny with the deep playing soft like that.
Now here's Curry. A 32-point game for him in the win against Memphis.
Yeah, and as good of a scorer as he was in that game, he was even a better passer. A lot of assists for him.
And it's Doncic missing.
That's the only way to hold him in check. If he's got it inside, you got to have a body on him right away.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, it's the attack mindset. I mean, that helped him prevail right there. Sometimes you just got to go with your gut.
And last season, a tough one for Draymond. He suffered a series of injuries, and no one hates to lose more than that guy.
Yeah, and even when he did play, because his teammates were around, he was exposed at some points. He was frustrated much of the time, but that's in the past. Who cares about that? Now he's right back to competing.
The free throw drops for Green.
And looking at Curry's stats, one thing that jumps out, and it may be a little surprising, for the last 3 seasons, he's averaged over 5 rebounds a game.
Now here's Redick. He's coming off a 16-point game against Boston. Green with the ball. Hardaway picks him up. Green kicks to Curry. Doncic with the steal. And now the fast break. Doncic with the ball. And it's blocked. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Green leading the charge. One-on-one fast break. Here's Hardaway, and then Hardaway with the dunk.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
Yeah, going defense to offense in an instant. Every team now calibrated to do that.
And those rebounding numbers, GA, just speak to Curry's overall impact.
And when you look at Steph's size and the amount of time he spends on the perimeter, there's no way he should be cleaning the glass like that. But you can't teach heart and you can't teach instinct, and he has both.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good.
And given his style, it feels like Curry could play as long as he wants.
Why not? The thing you never lose is your jump shot. Plus, Steph, he can beat you with instinct, awareness, rather than relying on his explosive athleticism. And if his team keeps their offensive style of play, oh, he can play for forever.
Jalen Brunson, he's checked in for Dallas. Stephen Curry hits them both.
Oh, he's never rattled at the strike. Always has that nice soft touch on his free throws.
Pass to Marjanovic. Out to the wing. Brunson scanning the floor. And the wide open shot from Redick. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Doesn't get any better than this. Redick's confidence is what allows him to be so dangerous off the catch.
Inside, Thompson. And the layup's good off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Now here's Porzingis. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against Boston.
And how about his defense? I mean, 4 blocks on the night. They couldn't keep him down.
Sometimes it's more about what the defense is doing. On that possession, they were all over him on the perimeter.
Last game for the Mavericks, it was a loss to the Celtics. Here's Marjanovic. And he overshot that one, missing. And now here's Wiseman, the fast break champ. And finished off by Wiseman.
You can't overcommit when Green has the ball. He'll make you pay by finding the open teammate.
Here's Brunson. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And that one's good. Marjanovic.
That's not who they want guarding him. I mean, the size mismatch is just too big. All he has to do is just keep attacking the rim.
Now here's Curry. He is averaging just around 28.5 points a game. So many offensive skills in his toolkit. Now the Mavericks moving it up. Here's Porzingis. Warriors with the rebound. Thompson's got 4 rebounds in this game. Curry finds Green. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Oh, such a powerful guy. Flying to the rim. Draymond with the catch and the flush.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. They're getting their first look of the season at the Warriors in this one.
And in their season series against this squad last year, very lopsided in their favor. Let's see some of the numbers here for Wiseman. It's been a magnificent season thus far. Averaging about 11 points, 14 rebounds, and just over 3 blocks. And not many players possess his kind of ability to protect the rim. I mean, you look at the block total, pretty remarkable.
Yeah, we talk about players getting hot offensively. He's in the same kind of groove with his defense right now. He's a beast at that end of the floor.
Green with the block.
Like a Jaguar looking for his next meal. Draymond pouncing on the attempted shot.
Curry dishes to Thompson. Shoots over Redick. That one off the back iron and out.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Dallas again missing. For the Warriors, they won their last contest, that game against Memphis.
And that one, they owned the backboards. Most of the second chance opportunities went to them.
Yeah, if you can be that much better on the glass, you're going to win the game.
Now here's Brunson. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. The Warriors, another fast break opportunity here. Thompson with the bucket.
End-to-end, Thompson is very difficult to match up with defensively. I mean, if you don't do it, that's the outcome.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Marjanovic passes to Porzingis. Shot to stop the run, and it's good on the way in.
And a little contact won't go a long way against Porzingis. What a display of physicality.
Hardaway against Thompson. Another 3 for Golden State.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Pass to Marjanovic. Passes it to Brunson. Fires the 3. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Let's talk about it. The great competition going on. That's what makes a matchup like this so much fun to watch.
Nailed from 3-point land.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Brunson finds Porzingis. Again, the Mavericks score.
Timeout, timeout. A knockdown shooter, really from anywhere on the floor. Porzingis knows he has the green light to fire from there.
And the Warriors decide to take their first timeout here. Looking at current NBA players, Greg, leaving aside the real star players, who would you love to have played with from this era?
Man, there's so many guys that, and I hate to call them role players because they bring so much more to the table, but in reality, they got to fill some roles, right? And, John Collins is a guy who's got great potential, a tremendous finisher around the rim. How about Robert Covington, a smooth shooter who defends his tail off? Davis Bertans, a deadly floor spacer who can put the ball down and create and make plays. So there's so many guys like that in the league that make a difference in determining whether your team can win or lose.
Boy, those are 3 names I don't know that I would have mentioned, so I'm glad you did.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
That's a shot they're always happy to get, even when he blows the finish.
On its way from Curry for 2. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins.
And he delivers another blow. Something's gotten into him this quarter. He's carrying them offensively.
Richardson outside. The pass to Burke. Clock at 6. Favors trying to break free. Great D that time from Curry. Warriors leading by 8. Here's Pascal. From outside, off the mark. Dallas has gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Pass to Favors. Green with the ball. Dallas no good that time either. Now the Warriors moving it up. Pascal, the pass to Wiggins. The shot from 20 feet away. Cauley Stein grabs the board. Mavericks trailed by 8. Pass to Richardson. And stolen by Wiggins. And here we go. Fast break. Wiggins has got it. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. That one on Richardson.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Yeah, got to be careful. It's still early. They've expended a lot of energy, but they've also built a nice cushion here.
And the Warriors making a change here. Poole's checked in. Free throw good. Wiggins.
And the winner's mentality Wiggins has is commendable. A hard worker who wants to keep improving.
It's Richardson on the wing. Now here's Burke, guarded by Kirk. Favors, and it's Looney with the rebound.
Nothing less than that kind of defense will cut it against them. That's just great work inside.
Timeout. I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Going for the juggler right off the bat. I mean, jumping out to an impressive early lead.
Dallas calls timeout. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
And you could say they probably were in control for 3 quarters of that game, but in that 4th quarter, man, they just fell apart.
And so it's Burke who brings up the ball for the Dallas Mavericks. It's a 13-point game. Will it go? And he makes that one.
Well, yeah, high IQ basketball from Richardson. Values the easy assist over a risky shot.
Here's Poole. He had 10 points in the win against Memphis. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to go on Trey Burke.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. Kent Bazemore's checked in for Golden State. He hits both from the stripe.
And they've been the more physical team offensively, seeking contact, looking to score in the lane, and getting to the line.
Burke with it. Outside Favors. Off target with his 3.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And it's Wiggins with the jam.
Verticality gives Wiggins the upper hand, almost unstoppable once he's midair.
Mavericks trail by 15. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Burke kicks to Cauley Stein. From deep, Richardson. The shot, no good. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way. Here's Bazemore. Offensive rebound.